Anyway, so 50 months for Sean Diddy Combs for the case that he was in regarding the sex trafficking that he was prosecuted for. It was sex trafficking, or was it prostitution or sex trafficking?
Okay. He was convicted on 2 counts of transporting people across state lines for prostitution, i.e. arranging or moving people from one state to another so they could engage in prostitution. This violates a US law known as the Mann Act. And you know why the Mann Act is in place?
Nope.
The Mann Act is, innit?
I can't remember.
It's the boxer, the first American world champion or black world champion.
Yeah.
This is in the 20s or the 30s or something. But basically, he liked dealing with white women.
Yeah.
And he would, to get him, to prosecute him, they made a law that when he took his white woman from one state to another state, they could charge him. Because this black boxer that was beating up everybody. At the time, they didn't even fight black boxers. It's, once they started fighting him, he won everything, became the champion, and was flaunting white women with his newfound wealth. So they made the Mann Act law for this dude. If I'm remembering correctly, I believe that's the story. Stop me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, sorry.
That's outrageous, but it's outrageous but believable as well.
Yeah. So anyway, so the Mann Act, which is a crime to move people
Jackson
for the purpose of illegal sexual activity such as prostitution, because it would have been illegal for them to be together at the time.
Yeah.
But
it's interesting.
So it's obvious. So if somebody could just do Mann Act and see if...
Now, the boxer associated with the Mann Act is Jack Jackson. He was the first black world heavyweight champion. Jackson was convicted in 1913 under the Mann Act, a law targeting human sex trafficking because of his relationship with a white woman. Although the law was intended to prevent prostitution, it was broadly applied and often used for racial and social control, and Johnson was its first prominent victim.
Some black men are ready to risk it all for some white vagina.
I'm telling you.
Oh, they were born with the intro.
Why not?
I like it when we just go straight into talking.
This guy's such a Mike Tyson, isn't it? Black shorts. Black boots.
Yeah, damn right. Alright, ladies.
Remember the film Warrior?
Come on and play it. The one with Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. Very, very, very good film.
I don't think I've seen it.
Tom Hardy got some traps in that film. Bro.
Hey, you need to watch the film.
Yeah, it's a good film.
Bad boy film.
Alright, ladies and
UFC.
Tom Hardy's a good actor.
He is.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, roses and other small insects, welcome to another episode of Eloquently Saying Nothing. Today's episode number
ladies
is...
and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, rodents and other small insects, welcome to the ESN podcast.
Blood clot.
It's Friday. It's Saturday now because the time's gone past midnight, even though staff don't like saying it that way. It has gone past midnight. It is now the 4th of October. This year has gone rapido, rough.
Very, very quickly.
We got 2 months left, basically. 3 months left, including
It's
October.
2 months. It's already Christmas.
It's mad. I just don't understand how this year has gone so fast, but it has.
That's what happens when you get older.
That's what happens when you spend so much time out of the country.
The years are quicker.
Listen, it felt like yesterday that we lost Webbs, you know, and it's almost going to be a year.
It's true. December. It's true.
Madness. But anyway, it is what it is. Let's not wish the time away.
Yeah, I was with your sister this week actually.
Yeah,
why you ain't been on the pod? I was like, oh damn, you're listening.
You're doing a good service. You're doing a good service.
Oh, shout out Webbs for real.
As always. All right.
Spider sense tingling.
In fact, you might as well do it now.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to the one and only web slinger, always forever.
Spider sense tingling.
Always and forever.
Spider sense tingling.
What's that? What film did that come from? Where the man sings, always and forever. I think it's House Party. I think it's, what's his name?
I don't know why Lethal Weapon just came in my head.
What's his name from Martin Lawrence? I think he's singing it to the woman when he's got bad breath in it.
Okay.
But I think that's me anyway.
Lethal Weapon came in your mind after he said House Party?
No, the song. I'm not sure why.
Which song is Lethal Weapon?
What?
What song is Lethal Weapon?
What song is Lethal Weapon?
But they used to play a lot of kind of classic songs in the movies. Lethal Weapon.
You're talking about the film?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
He said the song. And so what
I'm
song is
saying,
Lethal Weapon?
I said, I don't know why Lethal Weapon came in my head straight away. That's what I said.
Sound like one porno song. Lethal Weapon.
Shout out Diddy.
Oh damn! Oh god damn! We're starting off like that. All right. So let's start off with. We're gonna start off with you for once early.
For me?
Done early.
With me?
All right. So I'm here with my people. Them. One of them happens to be the top of the top, the chairman, the man that will stand on the top of the pillar, saying he's number one, whilst others below him salute. Senator Wolf.
Wait for the wolf who should be coming directly.
You sending the wolf?
You feel better, motherfucker?
Shit, Negro. That's all you had to say.
How much the wolf?
Mr. Wolf, that bit at the end. You gotta acknowledge it, you know. What's going on?
Well, go on.
What's going on? Everybody's good?
The energy's there, but the energy's not there, you know.
Yeah, 'cause it's late and it's the end of the week. But it's all good. We're here. You can catch me on Instagram on AK Mr. Wolf, on Twitter on AK_Mr. Wolf. I started to use my Instagram a little bit more.
Okay.
Mr. Wolf one.
What does that look like in your age group?
Well, the Instagram.
Yeah.
It's got a few nice things on there. Food. A lot of food.
What type of food?
Sports people. A few business people. Yeah. And obviously a few posts on Victoria Everest as well.
Victoria is.
Victoria Everest?
Yeah, Victoria Everest, yeah.
The lady who accused the man of rape.
Ah.
Don't call that a lady.
Well.
Yeah, tramp.
Wow.
Yeah, allegedly. So, yeah. But anyway.
Them people you can dash names on there.
Yeah, for real.
What must be mad, right, would be if you could see what your social media filter looks like now compared to what it looked like. Because it's been around long enough for us to now start having the history of it, innit? So
how it would look like now compared to 10 years ago.
10 years ago, yeah.
Because my feed on that is a lot shorter than it would be on like my own personal one. Because I'm barely on there and I don't follow that many people. So the more people you follow, the longer your feed will be.
But it'd just be interesting to see a comparison between, like, you know what I'm saying? You're at 40 years of age. What was it like when you were 25, 50? I mean, 25, 20. Do you get what I mean?
Do you guys have DMs that you shouldn't be having? Like, when I say, let me not say that. My wife was telling me that people were saying that I was DMing them filth, and I can't even remember doing it.
Maybe on Facebook, yeah.
You've got some filth there,
probably. But I know that the messenger function changed on Facebook, didn't it? So they've got an actual app, a separate app for messaging now.
Yeah, but is it still not got the history?
Yeah, I went on Facebook the other day. I saw messages from like 2012.
I need to go and check to see whether I was actually chatting filth that she said I was chatting, because I don't remember chatting filth to people, but I might have been though.
Yeah. If you're single, then you would.
Single and ready to mingle.
What about you, Simple? Was you chatting filth online?
Possibly, quite possibly.
Oh, God.
Possibly.
Golly. Well, I don't even ask his Steph, because Steph would be there chatting the most to filth.
No. How dare he?
I believe he does.
I don't think so.
You don't think you'll be chatting? So there's no DMs there of Steph chatting some filth?
DMs?
Not filth. No.
No, I wouldn't talk filth through DMs.
You sure?
Yeah, no.
You know you're sure?
No, I wouldn't.
Maybe some small flirt, but not filth.
Not grease.
I don't think so. Anyways,
it'll be interesting.
If you were going to die,
I'll do that on the front page.
And you had to nominate somebody to delete your history, who would you nominate to delete it?
You, innit?
See, the one thing you think I'm good for is to clear the evidence. Okay.
There's nothing there to clear.
There's nothing to delete.
There's so much to delete.
Anyway,
you can answer my question.
What was the question?
If you were going to die before you die, like, clear my history. Who are you asking to clear?
Got history to clear. You've been playing the game wrong.
I don't know. Probably. It would probably be him.
Stav
or Toyin.
Those two will clear history.
Yeah, or T, yeah.
You know they'll talk about it after though, innit? Did you know about Mr. Wolsey Street? I could hear that.
Maybe.
Did you see Mr. Wolsey Street?
He likes
Dirty
gist.
boy.
He said he likes gossip. So
Dirty boy.
No, but you'd be so surprised.
yeah,
You'd be so surprised.
Well, you'd be late at that point, so you wouldn't want to talk about. You wouldn't want to gossip about a late person.
Even then, I'm talking about other people's business. I don't gossip about people's business.
Oh, you.
And even then, I'm saying
you like hearing the gossip of other people's business.
But I don't know if you heard the rest of the conversation. I don't know if where we were or where you came in. But I said, even then, I'm still known to like, don't tell me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
It could just be, no, I do want to know. I'm not saying I don't want to know, but I just feel a bit icky. So just hold that.
Okay.
Especially if it's just, I don't know, if you're being malicious with it, then sometimes like, you know,
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know them vibes. Like it's just it's cool. You be upset with this person.
I don't want to know gossip about people that I actually like that might alter my way of thinking about them. If there's not something like paedophilia and that type of stuff that's really bad.
Paedophilia.
That's really bad.
Yeah.
Like I just don't want to know if you're like okay. So one of the stories that we spoke about in the past, is when me and Simple Simon went to Brazil and there was that woman on the beach. And I thought she was a good woman. And then Simple Simon came to show me that she was a hoe, right? I would have rather left Brazil thinking she was a good woman. I didn't need him to tell me that she was a hoe.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
She can still be a good woman.
Nah.
Yeah, she can still be. Yeah, she can still be. You
can't be a hoe and a good woman.
She was just like them, bro. She was just like them. That's what made it worse.
Just like what?
All the rest of the women that we have seen there.
Shout out Mary.
All of the rest of the women were hoes, unfortunately. At that time when we was in Brazil, in that time of Rio, I don't want to say all Brazilian women are prostitutes and hoes because I don't believe that to be the case. But in 2020, whatever,
2008
or whatever, when we went to Rio de Janeiro, every woman, including women that was wrinkly at 80 years of age, that was still trying to throw us vagina, that would have been like a quilt.
Wait a minute.
He was trying to throw it at us. So when we saw that one woman that didn't come and approach us at all when she saw us several times, and we saw her playing on the beach with her little son, a little boy playing on the beach, playing football with him, we said, that's a good woman right there. She ain't hoeing. And then we went to the club and she was there.
I've forgotten how that sounds now.
So you're saying that ruined it for you?
That ruined it for me. And I think sometimes the gossip doesn't need to be ruined. Like I would rather people keep some things to themselves so I don't need to know because now I'm looking at you different. But anyway, it's what it is. All right, sorry, Mr. Wolf, you was doing your intro.
Yeah, I was.
We got lined up today, my friend.
I was trying to remember that sound, man. What is that sound?
Play it before we get, because I think we won't get struck off for that, but it's actually a popular song in Brazil.
Have you got a go too?
I can't even remember you sing that song now.
It's one of your two is shining.
You say what?
Like he's got a diamond on it.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Wherever it was
shining. Might have been some kind of sweet or chocolate or something. But anyway, I have got a mini lesson from Blessings Cowardie. It's a bit long, this one, 2 minutes. But
that's why I put you first.
Have a listen. I like this. I think it's very good when you're trying to learn the language. Have a listen to Blessings Cowardie.
Today we're going to be talking about contractions. Now in Yoruba we use a lot of contractions where we take a word like ni and we change it to l when we use it in sentences. Today's example is going to be a very common one because we use it all the time in the Yoruba language, which is ni becoming an l. A lot of times when we say the letter L in Yoruba, it's actually the word ni that we're pronouncing as an L. For example, when you say mo ni owo, I have money, you actually say molowo, which means I have money. So the ni in moni, I have, became an L in molowo, I have money. Another example is saying, give me clothes. Give me clothes. This is fun mi ni aṣọ. The ni in fun mi ni aṣọ doesn't even actually translate to anything. We just have to say it. But when you contract it, you can say fun mi láṣọ. Fun mi láṣọ. If you say òun ni ó lọ, it is him who went. Òun ni ó lọ. We can contract it to òun ló lọ. Ololo. Sometimes in Yoruba, when you have a ni, it actually converts to an L, and it doesn't happen all the time. Not every ni becomes an L. So for example, mowanile doesn't become mowalile. Doesn't exist, right? It happens mostly when the letter after ni is not an I. So it doesn't always happen, which makes it difficult because you don't change every ni to an L. It's only certain times when the letter after the ni allows for it that you can change the ni to an L. When people speak, they use it so fluently, they use it so often that you might not even take note of it. But every time someone is saying an L, most of the time they're saying a ni contracted to an L. So what I want you to do is pay really close attention to when people do that contraction so you can figure out when you can or can't use it. But just remember that just because it happens often doesn't mean it can always happen. Not every ni translates to an L, just a lot of them do. Is this a contraction you were aware of before? And what other contractions have you noticed in the language? Odabo.
Blessings, Cowdy. You can catch her.
That Adabo sounded very Oibo.
Adabo, very, well, she was born here. So, Yoruba _lessons. She does Yoruba lessons. And she also does excursions in Nigeria in December and also in the middle of the year, June.
Was that
July.
Yoruba _blessings or Yoruba _lessons?
Yoruba _lessons, and she is Blessings Kayode, that you can catch her on her own personal socials. And if you want to learn, do it through her.
Okay.
And somebody's meant to have invited her on the pod.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I would invite her, but yeah.
But it's you.
Yeah.
Just invite yourself, innit? You look like you're struggling today, bro.
Me?
No, not you. Stavros boss. His eyes is red.
He's been
Like he's smoking ganja. And the ganja planter. Oh, in a ganja farmer.
Very little sleep in the last few days.
Oh, you back to that again?
I'm busy, man.
Punishing your sin.
Busy.
Booked and busy, Stavros boss. Okay, well, introduce yourself, Mr. Stavros boss.
You need to say no sometimes, so you can get some sleep.
Everyone on the roster, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. Get down. The double champ does what the he wants.
Pay the call to be the boss.
You can't handle the truth.
Yes. Stavros Boss. Catch me at Stavros Boss on most of the social medias.
Plug.
Okay.
You are very welcome.
Very good. Very well.
15 years in your blood clot.
Yes, 15 years. Yes, and I was going to get to that. And then we got my brother from a different womb there. Simple Simon. Anybody else?
Greetings in the name of His Imperial. Greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie Empress. Greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie Empress Menin Mama.
Pull up that bass.
Gaza forever.
Yes, sir. Gaza, we say forever aligned to the foundation. Buddha boom, Buddha bam.
I think they should put a little crackle at the beginning of Simple Simon's one, you know.
Well, but like, they need to on the record.
Yeah.
You know what?
Let's stay the way it is, mate.
All right, fair enough. Still. And last but not least, of course, I am your host at Big Wahala on Insta, at Big Wahala on Twitter. What is good, people? That's fine. Leave it as that. Although Disney might come for us, though, you never know.
You never know.
Yeah, at Big Wahala Insta, at Big Wahala on Twitter. What's good, people?
Tell them.
Yes. All right. So, as Stavros Boss alluded to earlier,
Wahala's in the building, people. What's good?
What's that now?
I'm trying to find your thingy. I've got
Let's forget it.
These old things.
Please forget it. I'm the host. Forget it. All right. So, yeah.
I'm the host. Forget it. What does that mean?
Like, I don't need it. I'm done, man. You don't have to big fuss to find me. Let's just carry on with the podcast.
You could have carried on. You're not about to ask me.
Yeah, but I want to talk about something else, and now you're going to play in between the time I'm talking, I'm assuming.
Potentially.
Yeah, exactly. So don't worry about it. We are now 15 years in the game, guys.
I didn't realise it's been that long.
15 years in the game. So you should have your board up to clap for us, but because you're too busy looking for our feet, you don't have your board up.
Get in.
You slag you.
God, son.
You didn't know that I was a professional.
15 years.
Shut up your mouth, bastard child of bastardity.
What's that?
This is old clips from season 1. Just that.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm looking for your thing.
Oh, shit.
So 15 years in the game. How you feel about that, guys?
Yeah, 15 years and a good number of episodes. You know,
I didn't realise it was that long.
It's been a long time, man. Well, stop saying 15. Are you sure it's not 14?
2010 we started.
Okay, then 15. I thought it was 2011.
I can just have it.
Either way, we've been along for a long time, innit?
Yeah.
And we're still here.
It's been a long
time coming.
Little spin-offs. ESN Radio.
Yeah, we did that ESN Radio.
We were talking about doing ESN sports or football, whatever.
Sport.
You know,
Sport.
I got so many people that would love to be on that though.
Sport.
Good knowledge of sport and boxing and football. You know,
It'll be wayward, I'm sure of it.
it'll be good.
But anyway,
Better entertainment.
if I'm going to do something for 15 years, I'm glad I did it with you, man. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I feel it too.
Do you want a hug?
No, don't come on now. He's being serious now. Yeah.
I don't want to be touched by you.
Don't touch me.
But yeah, if I'm going to do it with anybody, I'd rather do it with you, man, than anyone else. So congratulations to us.
Yes. Yes.
But let's get into this pod thing now still.
Yes.
All right, so at the beginning
Pour
before the pod started, we started talking about football, and Mr. Wolf was saying that he's not the biggest fan of Jamie Carragher
As a Liverpool fan as well.
and Gary Neville when it comes to their punditry. So I asked him a question. I asked them all a question. I said, out of all the players that I've played, who do you reckon is the best pundit? So you've had enough time now to have a good think about it. You don't have to get the exact persons right now, but you give me somebody that you believe is in the ballpark of being the best pundit that used to be a footballer. Speak your mind, brother.
They're pundits that don't really do punditry much. Then the
Okay.
best one that I've heard do punditry was Ruud Gullit.
Ruud Gullit.
Yeah, Ruud Gullit. When
Is
he was
it Gullit
doing
or Hullet?
Not sure. Gullit. Football legend. And I remember the word Cannavaro, but these guys, they don't really do it. So if you're talking about regulars,
I'm talking about regulars.
then my man on TNT Sports, Clarence Seedorf, is a G, bruv.
Clarence
Seedorf.
Adolf.
Seedorf.
I was about to say it.
Adolf, you know, no, isn't it?
Disrespecting a real football loyalty or royalty.
He is royalty for real.
Clarence
Seedorf.
You don't know who Clarence Seedorf is?
No, you don't.
Oh, and you talk to me about football.
No, I'm very happy to say I don't know about football. What are you talking about?
Now, Clarence Seedorf is, for those that don't really know football, he is like Simple Simon said.
Is it Seedorf?
Seedorf. He is football royalty. He's won the Champions League with multiple different teams. Was in that Ajax team that I was talking about. That Ajax team that won the Champions League with, they were so young, David Seedorf, Carnu.
He might be the most
Kluivert.
decorated player.
He's won at every club that he's gone to. Every club. Single club he's won.
And his punditry is good, but then I like Roy Keane. He's the guy's a realist, mate. You don't mince his words.
Where's the quality? Where's the quality?
And the thing about Roy Keane is that he's not trying to please anybody, and he's not trying to pander to the public or to Man United even. Like, he wants Man United to do well, but because he's got this kind of thing, this beef with Alex Ferguson, he still likes and loves United, but he's not trying to pander to anyone. So if we're talking about the populous pundits, then it'll probably be Roy Keane.
I think the problem I have with Roy Keane sometimes is that I think he just goes out of his way sometimes to be a bit much. When I say a bit much, he's like,
I don't think
a team could win and he will still complain about them. I
just think that that's him. Like, when you're a football manager or you're a coach and you've won, that's when you start to talk about what you can improve on. And that's just what he does. I think someone says that he needs to be in and amongst that Man United squad or the team, the dressing room or something, and he would ruffle.
Where's the quality? Where's the quality?
But yeah,
where's the quality?
When it comes to Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher, I think that the way that they talk, especially Neville, probably like some of the things that they say. I think that their analysis on a match per match is pretty good, but some of the things that they be saying, like their opinions on managers and what they should do and all that stuff, sometimes I think it's a bit too much. I'm not a big fan of Carragher anyway. After that spitting incident.
Do you have you watched their podcast that they're on?
Ooh.
Keane, Neville.
Oh yeah. The
Stick to Football.
No, the one that they do. I can't remember what it's called now, but it's Keane, Neville, and Carragher, and they've got that lady on there as well sometimes, and Ian Wright.
It's called Stick to Football.
It's called Stick to Football.
Yeah.
Okay.
Told me no with his chest.
No, but there's another name. There must have been another name for it.
That's the name of that podcast. It's on the Sky Sports channel called when I remember.
I didn't know it was called Stick to Football. But anyway, yeah. I think that there's some moments in that. It's cool.
Okay, so you're saying Roy Keane. That was what you say.
I think he's Nigerian. I don't know what team he played for.
Efenekoku.
Maybe. He's like quite well spoken.
Oh no, he's not a pundit though. He's just on a podcast.
What,
my man, Nigerian captain, Chelsea midfielder,
John Obi Mikel.
Yeah.
No,
it's not him.
It's not Mikel. Nigerian.
When he said this one,
I think it's Efenekoku.
Ikoku. Okay, I don't remember him doing punditry though.
He definitely does the games.
Okay.
When I hear him talk, he talks
well.
Yeah, on point. I like.
And his opinions are on point.
Yeah.
I don't mind Redknapp. Some people are not a fan of Redknapp, but to me, Redknapp's alright. Redknapp's cool. I like Owen Hargreaves, the man there, TNT. Yeah, but that one with Thierry Henry, Michael Richards, and Carragher is hilarious. I mean, you don't really watch it for their football analysis, do you? You watch it for entertainment.
Well, we only see the clips in it, really, in this country.
Sometimes, actually, if I'm at home, I can, I would actually tune into them at pre-game, halftime, full-time. CBS, innit?
And you don't think the analysis is...
The analysis is okay, but I'm there for the entertainment.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, when they do their interviews and they're interviewing players and, you got Schmeichel's on there.
I hate player interviews because they're so...
Yeah, but they make it entertaining, innit?
So, in general... It's we try our best for the team, and it's even though I scored 4, it's all about the team effort.
Yeah, whatever, bro.
You get me? It's like it's the same lines, but yeah, as you say, because they ask different kind of questions or bring in a little spice, it changes the dynamic when you start interviewing people, and you can see that the players actually enjoy it. It's like, I can actually be myself, or have a bit of personality with this one, and it's allowed.
Yeah,
our team knows that if you go into this CBS thing, you're allowed to be a bit different, and that channel allows you to be a bit different as well. So
they loosen the
players.
Get
a picture of this dude?
Oh, sorry, yeah, I had it.
Sorry, yeah, I just want to make sure it's the right dude because I do not know his name. And I don't see him often.
Yeah, it must be him then.
No, I don't think it's. Let me see. Yeah. Well, that's a picture. Yeah.
Norwich.
They're all old pictures, boy.
You used to play for Nige, man.
This is an audio podcast.
Yeah, you talking it.
So Efenekoku is who you.
I'm not sure.
Simple.
Carry on.
I have more than one. It depends on what I'm looking for. If I'm looking for like appreciation of technical exhibition, or technical execution, I like Ian Wright's punditry. I like the way he breaks down what's happening on a very technical level, so the average person can get an appreciation for what it is a footballer does. Do you get what I'm saying to you? Because I think one time I heard him describing a 40-yard pass. And he was like, oh yeah, you just do a 40-yard pass. But it's not a 40-yard pass. Everybody seems to think that you can just pass the ball 40 yards. You got to take into account the way the wind's blowing. You understand what I'm saying to you? The temperature. You got to hit the ball in such a way that when it lands, it doesn't speed up too much, so your person you're passing to can actually get to it. And what he said, there's a lot of science in there.
He must have been talking about a pass from OG, some bad boy player. It must have been Kevin De Bruyne or something like that.
Yeah, so when he gets into detail like that,
because not everybody can do that.
Not everyone can do it, but I appreciate that. Do you get what I mean? So that's why I like his punditry. I like Andy Gray's punditry, because
I don't hear him anymore.
Yeah, but he's on BN Sports.
Andy Gray.
Yeah, I like Andy Gray's.
He was good, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's just that cretin next to him. It's a weirdo, bro.
Yeah, so that's why those are the two that I would say that I like. Who else is there? I'm not really a fan of Neville or Carragher, to be honest with you.
You and me.
Yeah, nah.
Your analysis is all right.
Yeah.
But they ain't the Oracle. How about yourself?
I don't know if they're a footballer, to be honest, but I'll tell you who's always good when they're on there, Thomas Frank.
Okay.
Oh, as in, he's not a pundit though. He's a manager, isn't it?
Yeah, but when at one point he was, even as a manager, he was just on Sky Sports, like randomly on games, just doing the punditry. And I was like, whenever he was on there, he was amazing.
Yeah. No, when the managers go on there, I have to say, when most managers go on there, because on Monday Night Football, they'll get former managers or current managers. And when they doing their analysis, you're like, I get why you're a manager.
Yeah, exactly.
And I get why these people are on TV.
Chatting rubbish.
Because I think Jurgen Klopp went on there a couple of times.
Okay.
And people are saying, why are you giving everybody your secrets, because he broke certain things down and we ended up winning the Champions League after that.
Yeah, I do like Thomas Frank when he's on the show, but if you're going to go by players, who do I like? I actually like Alan Shearer.
Yeah, not bad.
I actually think Alan Shearer is a very, very balanced pundit. He breaks things down very clearly of what he thinks is how the game is to be played. Yeah, I quite like Alan Shearer.
Oh, and Ali McCoist.
Ali McCoist is the best commentary person.
Yeah, I think he's the best commentator.
Yeah. Ali McCoist is my favourite commentator. But for punditry, I think I prefer Alan Shearer. But for commentary in the game, I like to hear Ali McCoist.
He's funny as well.
Yeah, it's not a foul for me. It's too soft. Where's the game's gone? If you
him and my man always make me laugh, man, because they always complain about how far they have to go from one game to another, but they love every game. They want to watch every game.
Who's that? Him and
he's the one that does the Champions League with him. Whoever's on TNT Sports with him.
Oh, okay,
not Peter Drury, is it?
Oh, the actual commentator.
Yeah,
and then he's the co-commentator.
Yeah, they always bust a joke together. They seem to really much enjoy each other's company.
Well.
I think that's my two. But anyway,
I actually can't find this dude, man.
But we'll maybe.
Is he big? A bit big? And he's on BBC One.
He's not a bit big.
Well, it's F and a Koku, man. I don't know who you think it is. That's the only unless you talk about Eni Aluko.
That's his head. Oh,
I'm only assuming this dude is Nigerian.
Oh, he's a dude.
You probably not. What channel you see him on?
I can't remember.
There's nothing he can remember.
I bet he's talking about Tim Howard.
At some point, ESN Sports, man. Even if it's once a month, man.
Oh, is that right?
No, we have to, man. We
don't have to do any damn thing.
I'm not involved.
Yeah, well, it is what it is, isn't it? It has to be visual as well.
What it is.
Has to be visual.
Okay, so maybe you say every few months. Like 50 months.
50 months.
Let's change this into another topic. So today is the 4th of October. On the 3rd of October, 2025.
Take that.
The sentencing for, is that who you think it is?
Oh, that's, what's his name?
Let's see. Well, there you go. But that's who I'm talking about.
What's his name?
I don't know.
How can you search the person's face and you can't find it?
I'll just put black football.
He used
British
to play
pundits,
for Man City.
And that's and eventually I found his face. And that's it. When I click on it, it just took me to some. Exactly. Show the people. Somebody else might know the name.
I've lost him now.
Oh my God.
Ugo. It's not Ugo, is it? No. He's definitely an Igbo guy. I can't remember his name.
So he's Nigerian.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Let me see.
Give it to the Igbo guy. Let me know he's a Igbo and friends. This is not good podcasting, by the way.
You're the host, brother. I'm sitting there waiting for you to talk.
So do you have the phone in your hand?
You don't need the phone to talk. What are you talking about?
But exactly, so you can talk now, isn't it? So why do you ask you waiting for me to talk?
just said you're
I
the
was
host.
talking,
If
and
I
then
was
you interrupted me to go and show everybody the phone.
Yeah, no, I showed it to him whilst you were talking. I didn't expect you to stop. That's your business.
Okay.
That's your business.
You see how he sabotages me every time. When I'm just with these men, my podcast is smooth. As soon as you come, everything is sabotage. Saboteur. But anyway, 50 months.
Take that.
50 months. And so yesterday, Sean Diddy Combs got sentenced to 50 years in prison.
50 months.
50 months, sorry. In prison.
Ain't nobody hold me down. Oh no.
You can't play that song no more.
Got to keep on moving.
My wife's got a list of people I can't play in my car at the moment.
Oh, for
and
real?
that includes Cardi B. But we'll get there later
really?
as well. She don't like Cardi B at all, but.
Damn. I mean, I'm not saying damn. I'm saying more damn. Because there's a list that you can't play.
She doesn't like Cardi B because in the past Cardi B has said things about black women that she doesn't find
anti-black thing, yeah.
that she doesn't find appeasing, and she's not a big fan of Cardi B. So.
Okay.
But
I'll play anything, bro.
What's that mad
This
noise?
one is on my phone, man.
I'm trying to find if I can find his
it.
name.
I'll find it. Don't worry about
Sorry.
that.
Step, side to side.
There's a noise.
Yeah, there is a
Separate.
electrical sound.
And let me get to do the
Stop now.
sound.
Okay, all right. So let's go back to the thing that we was talking about, please. Yeah. So
What is wrong, bro?
I couldn't say you in your beads. Like, yeah, this man doing his beads. Like, why? Why am I in your beads?
This is not Star Ross, by the way.
Anyway, so 50 months for Sean Diddy Combs for the case that he was in regarding the sex trafficking that he was prosecuted for. It was sex trafficking, or was it? What was it? Prostitution and sex trafficking?
I think they said prostitution.
A bit of both.
Yeah,
but yeah, so he could have got potentially 10 years for both. I think it was 2 things he got done for, and he could have got 10 years each. I think the actual lawyers was asking for 11 years, but the actual judge gave him 4 years. It's 4 years in total, isn't it? It's 50 months, 52 months. 52 months, he said. I'm assuming that time service is going to be involved as well, so that's probably going to end up being about 3 years. So what do you think about it, guys? What do you think about the sentence? What do you reckon about the sentence? How do you think he was sentenced? Why do you think he was sentenced for so long? Do you think that it's too long? Do you think it's too short? What do you guys think about it? Starting with Stavros Boss.
I think it's a bit deep when I compare it to other times people get for other crimes they get. So I guess off the top of my head, it's not something that I'm super kind of like, for if you do rape, they get 2 years, and if you do murder, you get 7 years. But it does seem steep. I know when it comes to money, they don't muck about with you stealing like certain money. You get a lot of time for doing that, more than you would like for even getting a rape.
Yeah.
Or it's
yeah, financial crime is heavily what's the word? Penalized. That's it. Yeah.
So there's that. But end of the day, because from what I understand, the little bit, because I haven't done the research on it, but he's getting done for buying prostitutes and then bringing them over state lines.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's not for harming them. It's not for that's it. Unless there's something a bit more to it, then 4.5 years or 4 years or whatever it is, it's just deep, man. It's like, so what? Everybody that gets a prostitute, you're gonna bang them away for a few years.
Yeah, but it's maybe the magnitude of, or is magnitude the right word? Just the amount of times he's done it, or the amount of women he's brought over over a period of time. Maybe
it's mostly men, isn't it? All the stories we heard was
no, but I'm saying that the reason why it might be a high number, if that is high, is because of the amount of time he was doing it.
The reason it's high is because they wanted to get him. I don't know why, but for that reason,
that might be part of
for
the
trafficking prostitutes or taking paying for prostitutes and bringing them to wherever you are, and it just so happens to cross state lines. No, the government is not going to you for that reason. There is something else you have done.
Yeah, but they have gone for him for other things, and he was found not guilty for them, innit?
But so my thing is this though: how many women are you talking about? Because it's like,
you keep saying women. It was men.
And women.
Men and women. Okay. How many people is he talking about then? Because like Ivan Toney, they said that he got done for doing the bet fixing or whatever. But then when you heard how many individual cases it was crazy. Like
a lot of them.
The numbers,
thousands.
The numbers were crazy.
Okay.
So I'm saying, how many people?
You can do it once or twice, but if you're doing it like 10 times a day,
he was never betting on his own games though.
Yeah, but it was a lot of bets, bruv. But anyway,
yeah. So my point is, if this guy has moved a lot of women over the time period that he's been doing it, then the sentence kind of makes a bit more sense.
I'm wondering if you should go to jail for prostitution, eliciting prostitution.
You don't actually go to jail for prostitution. You go for soliciting, isn't it? Soliciting is what's illegal.
So then I'm wondering, maybe in my head and in my heart, I'm thinking this is not something that somebody should go to jail for. Somebody is willing to sell that service, and somebody wants to buy it. As long as nobody gets hurt in the process, what's the issue?
I think that was what they was trying to say, that at some point people were getting hurt.
Yeah, and also the government doesn't.
But I don't think that's what you're getting done for, though.
The government doesn't get tax off of that transaction.
Yeah. Then legalise it.
It kind of is the way.
It kind of is.
I don't know how it's moving these days, but people just seem to just be selling vagina and
in this country. I know
penis all over the place.
Like if you do,
according to Reuters, it said that he trafficked at least 3 women. So that's not
one being Cassie as well.
That's not a large number.
So it's bare man then. That's what it's telling me.
But then he's got 120 people accused. Of
the men didn't come out to say that he was being trafficked.
I don't know. I think it's steep, but that's with my limited knowledge of the situation.
120 people are coming out to accuse you. We're going to make the assumption that most of those people are telling the truth.
What is the truth? That was a prostitute and he paid for me to come and...
Well, yeah.
Or he battered me and
in this
me.
Scenario...
Which one?
We've already kind of established, that some people will present the truth, and it was a big fat lie in terms of a social media influencer this week.
Change the subject, boy.
No, but I'm just talking. He's saying that we're going to assume that they're telling the truth, but we don't know.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, so maybe 120 people accused Diddy of sexual misconduct. That's what that was. He used to say that maybe 10 of those.
I need to know what sexual misconduct is. Because if you're telling me it's like inserting foreign objects inside a woman's private parts with unwillingly, then yeah, eat that 40 months.
Mm-hmm.
But if that is,
but these things are a spectrum. They're not like a specific thing. So when
but I don't know what any of them. It's my bad for not checking it out before we started recording. I guess. But so you asked me a specific question. And the answer is that it seems steep, but when I know more exactly what he's actually getting done for, maybe I'll be like, okay, no, it's justified. But the bit that I know is that he's paying for somebody to come and perform sexual acts. And I don't think he should be getting 4 years for that.
I don't think he's getting 4 years for that.
You think he's going to do less time?
No, I think that they've tried to get him on other things.
Yeah.
And they've added on to that.
Okay.
And they're using him as an example.
Example to who?
To everybody else.
Everybody else, like who?
Just the general public. So when you are a celebrity and you do something out of line, they'll use you as an example. And if you're found guilty, and they will give you a harsher sentence.
Isn't that speaking more to the people that are also in his tax bracket and also in the same level of thinking that they're untouchable?
Possibly. Yeah. So, however they're setting the example, or whoever they're trying to, set the example to, who knows? But I do think that they use celebrities to set example to people, celebrities, other celebrities, the general public. If you do this, then, and this is a lot of the time why they publicize these
things.
Yeah, they'll put it on TV, or in this case, it wasn't on telly. It wasn't. Everybody would have watched that. But
I'm sure there'll be some reenactment TV shows like the Story of OJ or Story of OJ.
I think that's why they didn't put it on, because they didn't want to martyr him. Maybe.
He's an entertainer, so if he is on the television, he may make people sway to his side. I don't know. So what do you think? Simple.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the full extent of the actual charges. These are technicalities, isn't it? So he bust case on the things that would have put him in prison for life. So 4 years is like a win for him in this situation, I guess, because of the stuff that he was up against. Again, we're assuming that all is as it's been reported. So yeah, I'm not mad at the time saying whether it's too short or too long, because this is technical. He's got the time directly related to whatever they've actually found him guilty for, and I don't know what that is, so I can't put nothing more concrete forward than that, to be honest. My bad.
Fair enough.
I'm asking the chick, what specifically, in layman's terms, was Diddy found guilty of?
Me, I don't know whether it was harsh or not. I never really followed the case, to be honest, but Diddy has got a few skeletons in his closet, and I think that a few of those skeletons have remained in the closet. So when you pay someone off initially, because that's what he done, my girl Kane came forward, and there was a very, very quick payoff where I don't want this guy in public, because there's a lot of things I don't want people to know. And I think that ultimately, for me, it kind of transpired that he did rub a few people up the wrong way. And I mean some real heavy hitters, and they thought, cool, no problem. At any time we can push the button and get you. And that's what they done. So it's something to do with him and the Ciroc and that case, and him taking them to court. And that's not to say, again, that he hasn't got any skeletons in his closet and that he's not a bad guy, because we all saw what he done to Cassie. So whether the 4 years is harsh or not, I don't know for sure. But I do know that maybe if a few of those skeletons came out, then, he would have been very, very happy with the 4-year sentence in comparison to what he could have got.
It's called hallucinating when you do something on an AI and it gives you an answer which is incorrect. So that's a word that's going to be used widely. So keep that in mind. So I think it's hallucinating because one of you said it's 3 counts of something.
Yeah, he said.
So this is saying
2 counts.
3 people.
Okay. He was convicted on 2 counts of transporting people across state lines for prostitution. I.e. arranging or moving people from one state to another so they could engage in prostitution. This violates a US law known as the Mann Act. And you know why the Mann Act is in place?
Nope.
The Mann Act is, innit?
I can't remember.
It's a boxer, the first American world champion or black world champion.
Yeah.
This is in the 20s or the 30s or something. But basically, he liked dealing with white women.
Yeah.
And he would, to get him, to prosecute him, they made a law that when he took his white woman from one state to another state, they could charge him. Because this black boxer that was beating up everybody. At the time, they didn't even fight black boxers. It's, once they started fighting him, he won everything, became the champion, and was flaunting white women with his newfound wealth. So they made the Mann Act law for this dude. If I'm remembering correctly, I believe that's the story. Stop me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, sorry.
That's outrageous, but it's outrageous but believable as well.
Yeah. So anyway, so the Mann Act, which is a crime to move people for the purpose of illegal sexual activity such as prostitution, because it would have been illegal for them to be together at the time.
Yeah.
But
it's interesting.
So it's obvious. So if somebody could just do Mann Act and see if
the boxer associated with the Mann Act is Jack Jackson, who was the first black world heavyweight champion. Jackson was convicted in 1913 under the Mann Act, a law targeting human sex trafficking because of his relationship with a white woman. Although the law was intended to prevent prostitution, it was broadly applied and often used for racial and social control, and Johnson was its first prominent victim.
Some black men are ready to risk it all for some white vagina.
I'm telling you.
I don't understand.
But what I'm not going to overlook here is the fact that Stavros remembered that almost verbatim. This man that says his memory is shit.
I remember some things.
Like he remembered that almost verbatim. That was very impressive.
I didn't remember his name. I thought his name was Mann.
That's very impressive. I'll give you.
But it's risking it all.
Risking it all for the for the snowflakes, mate.
There's bare black men that has risked it all, literally their lives, just to have white
What year
women.
was this, by the way? Because I said
1913.
1913.
I see. I was a decade off as well.
1913.
I said the 20s. 1920s. I said
Not that far off, bruv.
Not that far.
but well, that's close. So when I said no, is there something like
OJ as well.
more than that? Is like, and basically it says no. Two counts of prostitution over state lines. That's it.
Yeah, but how many people did he move?
They said Cassie and Jane. Somebody under a pseudonym called Jane.
And then there's another one that they couldn't get him for.
So
that's
4
what they
years.
said.
I don't know what the
For his girlfriend and this Jane, who was 50. Is that the one they're saying is 50 cents?
Baby mother.
So what is the normal average for this?
So yes, it's two. I'm sticking to based on
what's the average sentencing for this though? That's the thing.
Well, as I said, you can get up to 10 years.
Up to 10 years. What's minimum?
For each sentence? I don't know.
Okay.
I think I don't give a fuck. Put him in jail for 10 years. I don't care.
But I'm saying so
Put him in jail, bro. He needs to go to jail.
I'm not saying he doesn't, but I'm also saying that for me, it doesn't seem. When I don't know what the threshold is for a crime, then I don't know whether or not what you've got is bad or not.
I think the 4 years, if it was a 4 year suspended sentence, most people would have thought that would have been acceptable.
Okay.
Where you obviously suspended sentence will mean that you don't go to prison, but you are basically on parole
for 4 years.
For 4 years straight.
Any little rascal thing
you do, and you go straight back to prison. And I think that's what people probably would have expected for something like this. They wouldn't expect, especially with the time that he's already served.
Yeah.
Over a year he's been in prison already. I would have thought that that's what probably thought would have happened. But again, I'm with Mr. Wolf. They wanted to make an example of this guy. They know that he's powerful, and not only that, before the sentencing have taken place, I know there was a letter that Cassie wrote, and even the other one, Jane Doe, as they call her, wrote letters both saying that they are worried and scared for their lives if he comes out because he's so powerful. And as much as he says that he has been rehabilitated, he's not, and he's just playing up for to get out. And when he does get out, he's going to behave exactly the same way that he did when he got in. So that might have swayed the vote of the judge. But I also fully agree with Mr. Wolf that this is about actual, trying to show the rest of the world that you can't just be rich and do what the hell you want. I also think that the FBI...
as a non-white person.
Yeah, as a non-white person. But as is anyone. Sometimes I think they did to white people as well, but with him especially... They
would have done something else then. If they're just casually living freely, not bothering the government, then maybe
you
they might
told you
get
not bothering the government. He told you that Diddy won't bother the government.
I'm not saying that, but
this is what happens when you mess with those or you bot people. This is what happens when you start getting yourself mixed and match in their world.
Wow.
Yeah, it is. Look at the George Jackson, whoever his name is.
All he wanted was white meat.
I think he was involved in as what Mr. Wolf was saying. I think he got involved with people that are powerful. He himself thought he was powerful, but he's not as powerful as them. He probably had secrets on all of these people.
The conspiracy is after the drink stuff, isn't it?
Ciroc and Diageo.
Yeah, once he fell out of that, this stuff happened.
He's
very
probably
soon
like
after
an
that.
Epstein. I'm not saying that he was trafficking children. I mean that he's probably had all these sex parties that all of these celebrities have all been to. And he probably knows more than he's supposed to know.
So
he was a man out there. He might, the way he's dropping to the floor, you don't know if this guy could end up dead in jail, depending on what he's got on these people.
Epstein stuff.
Yeah. So you don't know.
A lot of people was at his parties, There's some people that says I was at his parties, but I left early. So let's that's what I'm saying. So now let's assume
I can find myself. I bet if I was a celebrity, that would have been.
That would have been. So let's assume.
It would have been true as well.
Let's assume that they're telling the truth. Yeah. Right. So that they were at the party and they left early. The mere fact that they're saying that is that they know, like, as soon as it chimes 12 o'clock, a certain thing happens, and this is what you've heard from many people. Like, you don't want to be here after such and such.
But
time.
wasn't it his parties that were family parties up until a certain time, where you had to actually go home at a certain time because that's when the vibe changed. Like, it was a known thing. It wasn't.
That's what I don't know.
If I remember correctly, because I don't
know if that was common knowledge.
The documentary about it, one of them documentaries that popped up about him.
Diddy and his seeded past.
No, it's just him.
Dirty parties.
How did he become Puff Daddy, like Sean Combs to Puff Daddy or something it's called.
Yeah, because he was known for his parties. Like, he was always known for the parties.
Yeah, but the parties were family friendly up until a certain time.
Okay.
That was the whole thing. So
I don't know about family friendly. He just wasn't a freak.
Just
like the freak off didn't start until
regularly.
So there were children there sometimes. Is my point.
I never knew that.
I've never.
When you say up until a certain time, do you mean at 12 everyone goes home and we start freaking, or after 2000 you started getting freaky?
No, as in after a certain time of the evening. So after 11, after 12 or whatever.
I've heard
that's what I saw on the documentary. This is not what I heard.
No, I heard that part. I don't know about family friendly with kids. Still.
Yeah,
I know that they said that after a particular time, everyone knew that the freak off was about to start, or people that were down with the freak off were waiting behind for it. I know that.
That makes sense as well. That sounds logical to me.
Yeah.
And the thing with Ciroc, I mean, I saw it in the group. Your cousin seems to think that that's the case as well. It's not even, that's not a conspiracy. That's a fact. Like, he took them to court. You know,
we all know that.
No, the conspiracy is that because he took them to court, this stuff is played out.
Yeah,
as opposed
based on the fact that who these people are.
I don't know who these people are. Do you know who these people are?
We've all watched House of Cards.
They're heavy hitters, mate. These are big people, man. Like, people think that.
Do you actually know who they are, or are you just assuming that they're big people and blah blah blah? I don't know who owns. Was it DiMaggio or
Diageo?
Do you know who owns this spring? Do you actually know their history or their background or what connections they have?
It's just
Dragon Stout, Guinness, Ginger Beer.
Not what they own. Who are they?
But it's where those things are.
What colour is
blacks? Blacks are
just a little bit
are exploited.
I know that they are through a certain lineage that is having troubles in certain parts of the world. Is that the best way
don't do this sports podcast, man. Forget it. Forget it. Save yourself.
What I'm saying?
Save yourselves.
So yeah. I mean, look, I'll tell you, like, the powers that be are the powers that be. Simple Simon mentioned the House of Cards. I'll tell you, that show's fantastic, by the way. Yeah. That just shows you that, listen, there's certain things that go on behind closed doors that you are never going to know about. There's certain things that happen that is going to surprise you, you know. Only if you have like a ear to the ground, or you have or your mind is open to certain possibilities. And there are some families, there's some certain people that are running this place. People don't want to hear it because people they don't really care. And that's fair enough. But Masonry and the Illuminati is a very, very real thing. It's very real.
All right.
Yeah, Masonry is real, but there's nothing wrong with Freemasonry.
Oh.
There is. It depends what you consider to be right and wrong, I guess. It is all linked to...
It's a members club.
Yeah, it is definitely a members club. But it's all linked to Satanism.
Wow.
Raw.
Okay.
Yes. It is.
That's not all linked to Satanism.
It is, bro.
It isn't all linked to Satanism.
All right, you stay there, man. I've done my research on that shit, bro.
Okay.
That's exactly what it's linked to.
My granddad was a Freemason.
Okay.
So was mine.
So what does that mean? So because you're a member of that club, it doesn't mean it's like Diddy, for example. He could have been a member of that club, but his position in that club still has him vulnerable if he does something silly. So you could have that handshake. I know that there's people in my workplace that are a member of that club. It doesn't mean that they are fully aware of the whole line on what happened maybe 100 years ago or 200 years ago, and how this was formed and how this was formulated. It doesn't mean anything. I could become a member. What does that mean? Does that now mean that it's not linked to Satanism?
Why does it have to be linked to Satanism?
It doesn't have to be, but it is.
Why do you know this?
I've done my research, bruv.
How do you know your research is correct?
Well, you can do your research, and you can do.
Have you heard of the Fabian Society?
Fabian?
No, I'm not of knowledge of this.
That woman I was mentioning, I don't know if it was last week or I speak to one of you privately, and I said it's the conspiracy, or did I say on the pod, the conspiracy theorist I was talking to at work? And she was telling me to read 984 and whatever. She was like, and Sadiq Khan, have you heard of Fabian Society? They're all members of the Fabian Society. I said, I've never heard of it. She's like, look at the logo. It's actually a wolf in sheep's clothing. And I looked at it. She's right. There's a crest with a wolf with a sheep like skin on its back. Yeah. And you're like, yeah, Sadiq Khan is part of it. I put Sadiq Khan in Fabian Society. And it's like, yeah, not only is he a member, he's the leader of the Fabian Society.
For real?
And she's like, how do you think he's become mayor of London? And then so I'm dropping that in there. I didn't do much more checking, but just the crest in and of itself is a mazine. And the fact that he's the leader of this society that I know nothing. I've never heard of it before.
Have you heard of the Boulé?
Yeah. Only from the American one that I used to listen to.
You guys heard of the Boulé?
The Black Boulé.
Yeah, well, it's just called the Boulé, but it is a members club for the elite.
Like what's the
African
name?
Americans.
Yeah, a lot of the black politicians would be part of the Boulé. Them Alpha Omega, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff.
All of that is part of the Boulé.
So I don't know any.
So the Boulé are an arm from their separate arm off of the Masons. So they were given a certain level of power in the 50s and 60s. So people like Martin Luther King, believe it or not, his dad. Obviously the Obamas, what's this woman's name? Oprah, LeBron James. You seen his tattoo?
No, I haven't.
On his chest?
No.
It's the Boulé thing. It's like their crest or whatever it is. It's just right here. So yeah, these people are very much part of these handshake clubs.
So what are you saying, that LeBron James is a Satanist? I'm
saying that he's part of what is linked to that, yes. So whether he worships that or whether he is about that life is another thing. Like I, again, could join a members club. It doesn't mean that I am going to actually worship the devil per se. But to have doors open to get to certain places, I might use that. You can be part of a club and not actually follow their ethos. You know what I mean?
So I'll tell you what I found out about the Fabian Society.
Go on.
It is the Fabian Society is a think tank, an organisation that develops ideas and policies closely linked to the Labour Party in the UK. It was founded in 1884 and named after a Roman general, Fabius Maximus, who was known for using slow, careful strategies rather than rushing into battle. What it believes is that the key idea is gradual change, not sudden revolution. It promotes democratic socialism using laws, elections, and reforms to reduce inequality and create a fairer society. The core issues it focuses on are workers' rights, welfare, healthcare, education, blah, blah, blah. So all kind of stuff. Many Labour leaders, prime ministers, and MPs have been members. Tony Blair, Gordon Brown, Ed Miliband, Sadiq Khan, etc., etc., etc. So there's a bit more.
Have you seen this thing about Tony Blair being involved in the Gaza peace thing?
Yeah.
A lot of people
being involved in the what? Sorry,
in the Gaza peace talks. That's going to be
not the talk. This plan. This
to what?
All right. So Trump and Netanyahu and Tony Blair have got together and said they have got this plan to rehabilitate, to reform, and to fix up Palestine after they sign away everything, basically. So you give us all the hostages back, the ones that are alive and dead. You get rid of all your arms. You allow us to stay in your land. You get rid of what's the name of the party? The Hamas. Hamas have to go. We basically almost choose who you allow back in to run the country, and then we will stop bombing the hell out of you. After that, we together will now negotiate and figure out how we're going to rebuild from the ashes. So, but part of that is Trump, Netanyahu, and Tony Blair. They're on the panel that will deal with all that kind of stuff. They haven't even spoken to the other side. They made this decision and then offered it to you and said, take it or leave it. And then Trump said, if they don't take this plan, I'm giving Netanyahu free reign to do whatever he wants. He said it on the mic. He can do what he wants because this is how we get peace now. They will stop bombing you. You give us these, you fill these criteria. There's a list of 20 things that they need to do. So, like I said, give back all the hostages, relinquish rights as the head of state, etc., etc., etc. Give up all your arms. Allow Israel to remain in your place.
Just keep occupying your spaces.
Blah, 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 etc., etc. So there's 20 of those things. If you don't accept it, it's a take it or leave it deal. It's not negotiation, because we did our negotiations by ourselves. We didn't involve you in the negotiations. If you accept it, it's cool. If you don't, we're going to bomb you. So as far as I'm concerned, that is just a way for you just to now, because they cannot accept that. Even if you're a terrorist, even if you believe you shouldn't be a terrorist, nobody can accept the fact that you just say, yeah, you occupy us, we give you all our arms, we disappear, and basically it's surrender, complete surrender, and then allow us to rebuild your country as well. So it's going to be in their image, obviously. So yeah, Tony Blair is part of it. Apparently, since he left politics,
he's been earning corn, bruv.
But they all do that. But he's had roles in the Middle East. He's never left it alone.
Yeah.
Some people look at it like it because he made a mistake. He's always been trying to atone for his mistakes.
Nah, he's Lord of War.
Some other people might think like he's just Lord of War, yeah, kind of thing. So yeah, so that's the long and short.
Very interesting. I see that Jeremy Corbyn was casting him off, boy.
Corbyn?
Yeah, on Twitter he was casting him off. I'm like, why are you there when you had a problem in the first place? I'm like, is it?
I don't think Labour even knew about this thing, you know.
Probably didn't.
Imagine it's just
it dropped on your head.
Yeah, but then I guess Britain's not involved really, isn't it?
Well, Britain just came out recently and said that they recognise Palestine as a state, innit?
Yeah, it's all confusing over here.
For very stupid reasons, though. The way you did it was just like a nonsensical reason. Obviously, I'm happy they did it, but not why you did it. They said basically, Israel, if you don't stop being naughty, we're gonna recognise Palestine. It's like, that's not how you should do it. You're not doing it to punish Israel. Then really, what you're saying is that we didn't really want to do it. But if you're just gonna, you leave us no choice but to recognise Palestine. Okay, now you recognise Palestine, and then what?
And then there's a terrorist attack.
I'm still going to do what I'm doing.
That sounds like the decision of a man whose woman runs the house.
Don't do the sports podcast. Don't do this.
That was so random. There's a little bit of massage right there on the side, boy, like a ketchup.
Well, do you want to talk about that terrorist attack that happened recently?
I don't know if there is much to talk about. So just so if you don't know,
that's a magazine, man. With the police, when's the police stuff happened?
Yeah.
That's a magazine.
So just for those that don't know, in Manchester a few days ago,
in the United Kingdom,
in the United Kingdom, a man drove his car to a synagogue. I believe he ran over a few people in the synagogue, got out of his car, stabbed somebody to death, and then the police were called. And the police then killed who they believe to be the assailant. But also, whilst shooting the assailant, they shot 2 innocent people, and one of them has passed away.
I think one of them was behind the door or something.
I don't even know, but
yeah. So I don't. Yeah. So that's the long and short of it. I found out after this now that I've known that whenever I've passed a synagogue, not whenever, but very often passing a synagogue, I see security outside. I didn't know that they get government funding partially, not for the whole thing, for security for these things, and apparently every synagogue has security.
Yeah, they do.
Everyone. I was like, wow, I didn't realize everyone.
Yeah, they do.
It's me, everyone.
But it's odd because
what film was that?
They will have a security for the synagogue.
Leon, yeah.
But then you'll see Jewish children running around at 1 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock at night by themselves with each other. Like,
in their communities.
Yeah, but apparently they don't feel safe in the communities. And I don't know. I'm not my child can't even go outside now. And like having them outside after midnight or whatever, if I don't feel comfortable, I wouldn't do that.
It's paradoxal. I'll give you that. It is something that makes you go, things that make you go, Yeah. So outside the synagogue, you have the man with the yellow high vibe, and whatever he may or may not have on his person. It's usually one as well. It's usually, I'm thinking, what's this one person going to do?
Mossad, bro. That's what these mans. These mans are training Krav Maga, boy. That's a team right there.
So yes, but then and I don't know what day it is, but I could be leaving the pod because we are in an area where we're close to an area with Orthodox Jews. And if we finish the pod at 1 a.m., I could, yes, it's very right. I could be driving home and there'll be, a bunch of children, less than teens sometimes, still outside. Not always by themselves in crews, but yeah. So I guess, yeah, it does blah, 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 blah. But I'm assuming there's some sort of, service that's finished and it finishes later or whatever. I don't
know. Definitely a Sabbath or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because
something happens at that time.
It won't just be like the odd one. There'll be lots. And then I guess, because then like with this issue now with somebody running you over, then that makes it that's worse. It will almost be better if it's just one person rather than there's 40 in a road, because then it's easier for you to get. I don't know, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. That is a separate issue. This thing has happened recently. It's hit the waves. I think this is another step towards like what you guys were talking about last week about how the world's going mad.
Yeah, and I think that's going to push it over the edge.
I think this is
one of those events, isn't it?
This is like a key event. I don't know. There's a term for it, but
catalyst.
This is.
But in what respect in this way? Because the police are now involved, or because the thing that's happening?
No, I was gonna say because you said police, and I'm thinking when the police kill a black man, it's not a big deal, but this is gonna be a big deal.
Of course.
Yeah. So. But it's not the police anyway.
Move the same way that when they killed Chris Kavanagh.
We'll see.
But then again, they're gonna say that these people are innocent.
We'll see.
Chris Kavanagh wasn't, so in their brain.
Well, one of them has been charged already or something.
One of the ones that
one of the police.
Oh, okay.
No, sorry. I'm thinking of the undercover police racism thing.
Oh, the racism.
Yeah, so that one of those people has been charged.
We can speak about that after if you want.
Yeah. So, but less the police. I'm not talking about the police. I'm talking about it's not just going to be a race war. It's like it's a religious war. It's like it's building up. So this Palestine-Israel thing was the genesis in terms of whatever version 7.0 we're dealing with now. And it's now we're on 7.4, and it's just like something. There's something in the air. It's like there's
the atmosphere is electric.
Gasoline in the air, and somebody's just gonna click the wrong way and make a spark. I just don't know what it is, and maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully, I am wrong.
Yeah,
but we'll see. So there you go. So, but rest in peace to those innocent people that.
Yeah, man, it's tragic. Yeah. You go to your house of worship and you can't even. Yeah, it's tragic.
Yeah, and the most holy day of the year as well.
Yeah, it's just madness. I don't agree with any of them type of terrorism at all, but yeah, you was talking about the police, and there's been an investigation by the BBC. That's the most obvious investigation known to man. That's what I can say.
Why?
Because they come up with something that people have been saying for years, which is that the police are misogynist and racist.
Yeah, duh. And it's institutionalized.
You say but bare people don't think that.
How many? Well, they're not going to think it again still, because how many times have they proved that with different? This is not the first Panorama thing that they've done. They've done all of this stuff bare times. And I mean, what? When this is breaking news, I was there with my manager. We just went, like we know this.
Where's your manager from?
Idoibo.
Okay.
Everyone knows. It is known.
Have you seen some of the videos yet?
I've seen some of the videos where I saw some of the videos when the man was stamping on the person's head, and it was like, and he was so happy.
Huh? Was it his head?
Yeah, they said he was stamping on his head.
Okay.
The guys,
I saw him stamping. But
they said he couldn't see the thing in the video, but apparently the guy that was talking was like he stamped him on his head twice.
All right.
You know, he's just the governor. I needed to do it or whatever. So they were talking about the violence, but I didn't really hear them speak much about the racism. I know they were talking about they hate immigrants.
Yeah, so somebody said he hates immigrants. Somebody said, what is it? I think East African, maybe Somalians said they look funny or something like that. Or maybe I'm saying something wrong. The one that shocked me, so you're saying, what was the one where where a woman had, was basically she had been raped, or she had accused somebody of rape, and the man was just like almost laughing about it or whatever. He was just like rubbishing it, like nah, blah blah blah.
Why is that shocking you for? When the police was going around raping women?
There's a difference between being a rapist. Okay, what you have to remember is, I think that to join the police, I think there's a part of you that is a bit, that is, I think there are two categories of people that are going to join the police. One is they're actually good. They're good people, they want to serve and protect, right? They go in. What happens when they get there, because they can get tainted, is a different story. But they go in with pure intentions. And then I think there are some people where it's like the stereotype couldn't get the girl in school, got bullied, and they want power, and they join the police. Yeah, for lack of a better explanation, there's that one, right? So there's that. That latter category, I expect those people to be the ones that are thugs, bullies, potentially racist and whatnot. I get that. But if you're not just a rapist, I'm not expecting you just to be a rape apologist, where it's like a woman's told you that she's been raped, and it's like you're just laughing about it and fobbing it off. Because remember, I expect everybody to be racist, so I kind of expect it. And most people, using this excitement, a lot of people are violent, and if you join the police, it can get to the point where you might not even join it and violent, but after seeing things and having to deal with things and being threatened, you might become a bit more violent. So that one all makes sense to me. But somebody coming in telling you they've been raped and you're fobbing it off or you're laughing about it, that don't make sense to me. It's like then. So maybe I'm super naive. That just doesn't make sense to me unless you like rape. I get people that are racist. I get people that are violent. I don't get people that unless you're a rapist. I don't get people that are just. You know,
and I think that's why they're leaning it to misogyny. That part is what they say the misogyny.
Yeah, you know what, you're right. And I guess in my brain, I've never been able to wrap my head around that one because I get everything else. I don't get why you hate women. Like what? I don't get it. I can get why.
Why would you hate somebody that's black?
Because I think it's a protectionism kind of thing.
So then, what's the difference between a man hating a woman?
Because what have you got to hate? They're not as strong as you. They don't hold power in this society.
But same thing with black people.
Boom. Yeah, for real.
In the end, when you're at the top of the food chain, yeah. Mm. So let's say that white males are at the top of the food chain. Do we all agree on that?
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you've used your food chain to do badness. Yeah, you've used your position to do a lot of badness around the world. Mm-hmm. In general, all you're doing is thinking about what would happen if these people will become more powerful than me, and then they were going to do exactly the same thing that we've done to them. That's what they're thinking about. And at this present moment in time, as much as people are being racist and worrying about immigrants, there is a lot of white males, especially, that are worried about women and women becoming more and more powerful. Women are getting jobs that we weren't getting before. Women are becoming richer than we ever expected. This is probably now at times when you might look around you and look at your female friends and they got better jobs than all your male friends. All of this stuff leads to these people hating women. Women now are able to say no when you ask them out without thinking that you can get every woman. Now women don't necessarily feel like they have to stay in the kitchen anymore. Women are changing. Women are evolving in ways that men, not all men obviously, but a lot of men out there that are misogynists see as negativity. So they hate women.
I have said that one. I don't put it necessarily down to hate. I put it down to insecurity. That I had power. Now I don't have the power over women I'm talking about. And so I'm insecure. And if you're not a secure man, then you'll have issues with women with power.
Yeah, but that's the seed. And that insecurity can grow into a hate.
Nas once said people hate what they can't understand. Fear what they can't conquer.
Guess it's just the fury of man.
I made a monster. That's what is happening. They don't know what's to... They especially white men.
Shout out, Diddy was on that song.
Are so... Diddy's not everything.
Gonna hate me now.
They are so... I think a lot of them are just feeling like they are the target and people are looking to get them out of here.
But you're police.
So what?
Yeah.
So what, you got the power as well. You got the power to actually do stuff.
So that's why they're doing it. You have to remember this, yeah? Your mentally unstable people can join the police. As you said, anyone can join the police as long as they pass the test. Doesn't mean that you're not mentally unstable. Doesn't mean you don't have your biases. Doesn't mean that you don't hate this person or that person or this thing when you join them. And a lot of men hate women. People say, oh, that's a lie, that's a fallacy. It's not the truth. There is a lot of men out there that hate women. They want to sleep with them. No one's saying they don't want to have sex with them. No one doesn't say they want to have a woman in the house. Doesn't mean that they actually like women as a whole. They hate women in general, but are willing to put up with one woman so they can facilitate their life. It's very, very simple.
Sinister stuff.
Yeah, so I don't know. So that's, so it's a woman saying that they got raped. There's some men that don't believe that women can even be raped.
Yeah, still, to this day.
So I don't know why you'd think that the police would be any different.
I don't know.
Especially when they're out there reaping.
Yeah.
Let me play some of the clips. I know the audio quality is really bad, so maybe it might not sound good if there's no subtitles. But
some of what he witnessed.
Okay, the Somalians, they're effing ugly. Any foreign person is the worst to deal with. We'd so lose our jobs right now. We'd so lose our jobs right now.
This is an off-duty Metropolitan Police officer, PC Phil Nielsen, talking about some of the communities of London he polices.
And the ones that rape women, you do the and let them bleed out. I've seen too many.
Let them bleed out.
Committing crimes.
I've seen too many Islamic committing crimes.
And referring to cases he says he's dealt with.
Either put a bullet through his head or deport him.
Whether on or off duty, the behaviour of police officers is governed by rules laid out in law. They should not discriminate. But 2.5 years ago, an independent review concluded the Met was institutionally
I'm trying to find
out Charing Cross.
Ring the buzzer for anything else, sir.
Our reporter, Rory, appeared to be the mistreatment of people who'd been arrested.
He's got his boat, right? He's just gone. And this guy's
PC Martin Borg is talking about
booting
Martin
somebody
first. He was being
looking for something
restrained at the
in
time.
particular?
I'm thinking the women
Martin
thing
Borg,
because all
who
this
was in
stuff,
the
like you
cell,
said, it was like
joked about how he and his
whatever.
sergeant discussed what they...
But it was the woman one. I was
We
actually
also
shocked.
filmed officers bragging about the use of force.
I love taking fingerprints by force because I'm like, give me your fingerprints. No, I'm going to break your fingers if you don't give them to me. And so we grab the other two fingers and you pull really hard and it snaps the tendon.
This officer describes how he dealt with a man wearing leg restraints in the back of a police van.
At the back of his legs trying to get him dropped to the floor to put him in. He's just smashing his head off.
Its culture has changed. But
if you can't find it, we can't just keep searching for it. And anyway, trigger warning for that anyway, because we don't even know what's going to finish some people. But yes, anyway, they're now discussing what they're going to be doing. The police chief has come out and condemned everyone that's been involved in it, saying that he still feels like the police is not institutionally racist, and this is just a small batch in the amount of good eggs that are out there. It's just bullshit, man. We know the police is wrong. We know they're wrong uns. They're here doing whatever the hell they want to do.
Well, it's interesting.
We just have to accept it.
It's interesting that he called it a small batch because wasn't there a campaign, was it last year or the year before, to rid the police of certain types of police officers? They
do it all the time.
And they said, it's just a small batch. So they keep doing lots and lots of small batches. You don't realize how many they are in number. Do you get what I mean?
But it's there.
Okay. I found it. I guess the reason I was so shocked is because the man is cussing his woman because she was big. She's pregnant. The man tried to kill the baby. He stomped on her belly. Ooh. And he's laughing about it. He's like, yeah, so that's what she says. And then a female officer is talking to the undercover person in a separate room. She's vexed. She's like, I wish I could, like, there's footprints on her belly. Like, what's he talking about? I wish I could go, but he's got stripes and I don't. That's what she said. But that was, so maybe that's the thing. Because I just remember being super shocked, and that's it. Man's trying to kill a baby, and the police, were like, yeah, that's what she says.
Yeah. Again, if you hate women, you hate women. Mr. Wolf, what do you think about this?
It's depressing, man.
Exactly that. Depressing. Nothing more to say about that.
These are the people that are meant to look after us.
Yeah, I mean, the police are the police, innit? It's an unfortunate fact that they are who they are, and their reputation is one that fits pretty well because I would say that a majority of the police are tainted and that there's a minority that are good.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what percentage of the police do you actually think are decent?
Yeah. That.
20%?
Yeah, maybe that.
Simple?
It's a good question.
I'd put it more,
Yeah, I'd say about 20. I'd say that maybe, I don't know, if there's 100 that apply for the job, and we assume that 50 are bad and 50 are good, 30 of those are going to turn bad. None of the ones that are bad are going to turn good.
So that's what I was going to say. There's two numbers. There's the number of bad people who are applicants, and there are a number of people that turn bad after getting the role. There are two distinct numbers there. There are people that are generally shit people, and they go for army. If they can't get army, they go for police. Yeah. They're shit people. All they want is the authority to be able to behave badly.
Yes.
They want to be able to do it without it being illegal, without it being heavily scrutinized. So they go into institutions that allow them to have this level of authoritative power.
And there's a madness that happens in the army as well. You hear about people dying in the army, and not when they're at war, when they're on homeland.
Various forms of hazing, or
yeah, just certain mad undercover hate crimes.
You get that a lot in America. I see them stories in America.
All kinds of things, yeah.
Remember there was that woman, they found her in a bag or something.
It's mad. Yeah, it's crazy.
So yeah, you're there's a skew. I think the number of good people that want to join the armed forces or join the police against the number of nut people, it's very, very, it's biased towards the crazy people wanting to do it more than the good people.
Cool. I've got a question. If anyone, do we still want to talk badness and madness?
No, I was going to ask Steph to play the video that you put in the group, but if you got something to say, I'd rather you just say it.
What video is that?
I don't know, but
it's just a random one that just came in my head. I was listening to a radio show and they actually were talking about movies and that. So, question to all you guys. If you could play one role in a film that you've watched, who's the actor and what's the film? And you know what? I might make it a little easier if you give us a top three, because it may be difficult to just pick one film.
I'll pick Denzel Washington, Malcolm X.
Mm-hmm.
That crossed my mind, but that crossed my mind.
That's a real life story as well.
It's such a good portrayal. It's such a good film. It's just so good.
Yeah, it's an amazing film.
But yeah, I'll think of something else.
Mm-hmm.
Well, did you say Denzel Washington, Malcolm X? Well, he was actually Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Have you not watched Malcolm X?
Of course he has. He just can't remember.
Yeah,
He's probably watched it once and it was so good he just never watched it again.
James L. Jones in Field of Dreams.
Okay. I know that's one of your favourite films.
It is my favourite film.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll stick with that. There you go. Even though I can't replicate what James L. Jones can do in that film, so I shouldn't really spoil it. All of these things, I'm thinking if I'm doing it, then this film's going to be rubbish because those people did it so good. I can't do it justice.
James L. Jones, Field of Dreams.
People will come
if you build it.
Yes. Yeah.
Kevin Costner. Yeah. Mad film.
So what about you?
Yeah, because you must have thought of it.
Yeah, I mean the first one was Malcolm X.
So all three of us.
But then I kind of thought it's easy to think of a real life movie. You know, could be Muhammad Ali or Malcolm X. It could be my man Jamie Foxx in
Ray.
Georgia.
So there's a few films that you could associate yourself with a real life person. But then I kind of thought, how about a fantasy science fiction type film or a film that has no...
So you're going to be Neo?
Well,
Jesus Christ.
That was definitely one of them. Neo.
Will Smith was meant to be Neo, innit?
I did think about the Terminator and Terminator 2. Do you know what I mean? Like,
come with me if you want to live.
Yeah, bad boy film. Like, so when you're getting into the more fantasy films or just films that have just got a good storyline, it doesn't have to be sci-fi.
You know
what I mean? It could be Darth Vader, bro.
You said I can have multiple, yeah?
Huh?
You said
yeah.
Wesley Pipes, Booty Talk 26.
You know what people are thinking about? They're thinking, I don't remember that Wesley Snipes film. He did not say Wesley Snipes.
He didn't say Passenger 57.
Exactly. This guy said Wesley Pipes.
Do it nasty. Do it nasty. Do it nasty.
Oh,
They are considered films as well, isn't
my gosh.
Cinematic experiences.
That's mad, you know.
There's no reason.
Shout out to the Queens,
There's people
Jasmine's
out here-
Cashmere.
There's people out here
Queens.
Googling Wesley Pipes now.
No, I can't believe he said that. That's hilarious.
You know it's true. You know, girl, you know it's true.
Milli Vanilli, bro.
Yeah.
So simple. What would you pick?
I don't know, man. I don't watch enough.
What about Predator?
Of course you do.
Huh?
You watch
Predator?
plenty films, bruv.
Did you say Predator?
Yes.
Get out of there, man.
That'll work, bro.
The dreadlocks, man.
Why did they make Predator a Rasta though?
I don't know.
Do you know how deep it is? Oh my god!
In the jungle.
Not only Predator is a Rasta, yeah, but he's you know that his actual gun thing is like the sign of Rastafari. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I didn't even notice that. You know.
His infrared scope is 3 dots, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the triangle like this,
yeah.
and he shoots it like this sometimes. Still,
What do they call this thing? Is there a name for it?
Yeah, that's all. Again, that's a link to the Illuminati, bruv.
What, when the Rastas are doing it?
this is a proper Christian. You know?
Whoever.
Everything is linked
This man came. He was there with the missionaries as well.
Yeah.
Before the missionaries, bro. Yeah,
They were there with the missionaries.
All that is.
It doesn't have to be. It could be something else. There are only so many signs you can do with your hands.
It could be, but it's linked to the Illuminati,
Bro,
I'm not putting on the Rastas, man.
You're talking from a point of view, yeah, of a book that told man to sacrifice their first children and spread bloods on doors and all those type of things. And you're talking about Satanism and all the rest of it.
This is what I'm saying.
It's mad, bro.
Well, I don't get that. What do you mean?
That's what the Bible was telling you to do.
Cut your half in 2.
Yeah, well, that's not about Satanism. What's Illuminati and
No, it's
a ritual.
If an alien came to this planet and said, "Give me your religious text, give me your most important books," and then they gave you the Bible and they read through it, and they would say like, "This is a magazine, like what? Chop a child in half and split it. Spread blood on top of all the walls, and you will be saved."
Yeah, but
sacrifice your children,
but the kid wasn't chopped in half though.
Yeah, but it's just that these tests, these things that
It
go
was a
around,
test.
these family.
God said, "Take 2 of your animals, and we're wiping this motherfucker late."
Yeah, he used
the point is
that was the lamb.
You talk about Illuminati and such and such and such. Sometimes, what you would say is that because of your understanding, your reading, your education on the text the stuff that you believe, these are parables, these are stories, these are just meant to prove some sort of point, right?
Okay.
Don't take it literally. But then somebody else might say that about this and this, and be like, no, they mean that.
I don't understand what you're saying, bro.
It's like when they say if you're pointing a finger, they're 3 pointing back at you, kind of thing.
Okay.
That some people could say that religious books, whether it's the Quran, the Torah, or the Bible, if you take it literally, it's a mazin. So why is it your books aren't literal? We just have to kind of like figure it. No, we don't mean to actually do this.
No, but
we don't mean an eye for an eye. We don't mean poke somebody's eye out. It's figurative.
Yeah, but
why is everything else figurative? Why is it the minute I do this that's the devil's that's the Masonic devilish thing?
There are some things that are literal and some things that are kind of parable based.
I'm not arguing with you, but then
so
why can't it be the same for other things? Why is everything?
I'm not saying that it's not the same for other things.
Some CD.
I never said that it isn't the same for other things.
You're putting down the Rastas, man. I'm defending the Rastas, man. I didn't like that one.
I'm not putting down the Rastas at all.
You said it's satanic, what they're doing.
I'm saying that sign is a symbol of Satanism. I'm not saying that what they actually do is Satanism.
So the pyramids are satanic as well?
The pyramids are not satanic, no. But when you look at the dollar sign, for example, they've got the pyramid and the eye in the middle. That is Satanism.
Is a swastika Satanism? Is it?
I don't know.
You know where that comes from, though, yeah?
I don't know for sure.
It's a Hindu sign for peace or something like that.
They co-opted it, took it, changed it, meant something else.
Okay.
This could have meant something else 5,000 years ago, and
I'll talk on things that I know. Like there's certain symbols that I've looked up on.
Let me explain.
So the swastika that I don't know, but
but you show anybody a swastika, that's a sign of demonic devilish, evil intent, where it came from somewhere from peace, and they took it and they use it for something else. And now, because they are the more popular, it's more well known. Anybody sees that, it's like that's a magazine. My next door neighbors have that sign on the floor outside the house. When I walk into my house next door, that's what is on the floor there. That thing, it's in the other direction, but that's it. Because they don't mean it in the way that the Nazis do.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're Asian, by the way. All right. So, but what I'm saying is that I had to find out why is that there, and then I did my learning. I didn't know before then that this is where it comes from. So maybe this pyramid sign or this we're pointing out the rock sign.
Do you know?
For those of you, I don't know.
Well, I've done some research on it, so you're saying maybe,
but you don't know. You are assuming that your research is correct.
Okay, yeah, but I've done some research. But he's saying that I don't know for sure. So I've done an element of research. I've done an element of a backstory towards these things. So yes, I might be going up a tree or going up a lane that it doesn't make no sense, but I'm not that naive a person to actually do that. Do you get what I'm saying?
I was just defending my ITAR brothers and sisters.
Yeah, but I'm not. I don't know how you done dashed that to the rest.
Yeah, but I don't know why you're so defensive on that. I'm not dissing him. I'm saying that sign, the sign of
when they do it.
I never said when they do it.
But that's what we were talking about.
I know, but I'm just saying that sign itself is what I said it is.
This hand triangle sign.
Yeah,
you said why did the Rastas do it? And then you said it's satanic.
No, I'm saying that sign is a form of Satanism, yeah.
But if I take something...
This is a form of Satanism.
Not that.
But that's what they do.
Okay, well, I'm saying he's talking about the pyramid thing. Like,
yeah, he was talking about that.
Yeah, but that's not a pyramid, though. That's more, this is not.
They do it this way. They don't do it that way.
podcasting.
So it's my bad because we've been doing it this way. But yes, it's this.
So
way.
for the
and they do it like side to side as well, like as in man to man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but you would hold your hand that way, not that way.
Okay.
If you're doing it with somebody else as well. But my point is that
I want in blood.
If I mean it in a different way, it no longer means that thing.
Yeah, that's
when
fine.
somebody else does it, it means that. But if I'm doing it, or my tribe is doing it for something else, you can't paint everything with one brush, kind of thing.
I'm sure I've heard them say the upside down triangle Nguzuzo had satanic as well.
Bro, everything can be deemed anything demonic if you want it to.
Not necessarily, no.
Bruv, I could flip anything to make it demonic.
No, but a Satanist will tell you that certain signs and symbols that they will worship to and pray to, or that they use, like an upside down crucifix is one thing, and you got certain people that use that and they tattoo that on their body and they will tell you what it is about or what it is for or what it represents.
Do you believe in the devil?
Without a shadow of a doubt, I do believe that I believe the devil is real.
The fallen angel, yeah.
Yeah.
Gabriel. Is it Gabriel? Or Lucifer?
Lucifer.
Was that? But did he have a name before Lucifer?
I'm not too sure.
Okay.
It's the Star of David.
The Star of David is what?
That's why they did.
The devils?
No, the Rastafari.
Okay. All right.
I remember doing a study on symbols. So I'll do a little bit more research on it and come back next week.
That reminds me, that gives me assistance. You've given me the alley-oop from my Stavros says at the end of this episode.
Yeah. All symbols.
The lost symbols.
And the swastika
Da Vinci Code. Swastika.
Yeah, was in that study as well.
Where did you do this?
Online. Everything's online now. There's a lot of books. There's books that you can buy, that you can do audio books. You can read them online and things like that. Videos, We're in the information age. You can find everything.
I pray for you that when you get old, you're not one of them people, man.
What people's that?
That they're going to send things to you and you're just going to be buying it.
Nah, Jed. No. I'm wiser than you think,
What makes you think we don't think you're wise?
I don't know.
Man has made an assumption. I don't know. He wasn't wise on his own wiseness of whether or not we're wise on him or not.
Yeah.
I think sometimes we want to be judged for something when somebody else judges us for something else. That old adage of if you judge a fish for how it can fly, it's always going to feel like it's a dummy. It's like, so you might feel like you think the way you talk about me when I discuss these kind of things, you laugh, you might, it seems like you're looking down on me a bit. I've read up and I understand these things. Would I be wrong in saying something like that?
That I think that
it might come across sometimes as one or more of us maybe a bit snarky with our comments when you say certain things about things that you've done your research and due diligence on.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
It definitely in relation to my faith at times.
Faith. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah. So, all right. So then I'll put myself up for that one. Then I'll nominate myself. That there'll be times where it's like you might think I'm a bit flippant with my comments.
It's okay
in regards to your faith. Okay. But then it'd be like maybe I rate you so highly on other things that you might know just like, yeah, but so what? This is the thing that's important to me. That's what I want you to be rate me on. And it'd be like, but and this is a hypothetical. Now I'm not saying this is actually the case, but I don't rate you on that. But I rate you on your character as a person. I rate you on you as a father. I rate you on all these things that I think is important. It's like, yeah, but I want you to rate me as a man that's as a theologian. I'm like, but not really, because you might not know as much as me, or you might know only as much as me. So, but I rate you on the things that I feel are important. And I think sometimes it's like I might want to be rated as, I don't know, being an honest, good person. That's something that's important to me. And some people, no, you're not really an honest, good person. That's the way I see it. But, you know, you're a good podcaster. you're good at engineering the podcast. That's what you're good at. And it's like, but I don't rate that. You get me? So sometimes I think people want what they don't receive their praise because that's not the praise I want. I want this praise.
Yeah. No. That I don't seek that kind of validation or praise. Me.
Remember what your love languages are?
Yeah, words of affirmation and acts of service.
Just say it yourself, man.
Yeah, but
that carries over. It's not just women, you know.
Yeah, but I'm telling you categorically that when it comes to that side of what I believe in or that side of my life, I'm not looking for anyone to rate me in that way. Like, I rate you because you're a man of God or something like that.
Oh, just the religious side of it.
But that's what you were referring to, right?
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. All right, cool.
Mate, especially from people who are not considered to be men of God. Do you get what I mean?
No, that doesn't make any sense. You know what you're talking about, you don't. Whether you follow it or not, it's two different things.
No. To you, it doesn't make sense. But what I'm saying is that if I'll use a sport term then. A professional footballer would prefer to get his accolades from his peers as opposed to someone who knows nothing about football.
All right.
Do you get what I mean?
But what if they know about football, they just haven't played it before?
Yeah, well, they would still want someone who you can play football and have the knowledge of football, but someone who actually has played the game and understands the mentality that is required to be a professional. A professional would prefer his peers to.
So somebody like Jose Mourinho doesn't get respect.
I was gonna say stuff like that, but they've all played. They played the game. Isn't it?
Yeah, but he's in the belly of the beast. So he's someone who is in the game. So
but if they didn't, they called him the interpreter.
Yeah, they called him the interpreter at the beginning, but then he became a professional in the game. Do you get what I'm saying? So
let me check. I'm sure he played football.
Maybe, but they couldn't
at a very, very, very low level.
Yeah,
so
but
they don't respect them as a footballer at all,
yeah,
in the slightest. But as a manager or somebody that's involved in the game, I'm quite crazy. Sorry. So as a manager or somebody that's involved in the game, they respect them. But in the past, if you asked them to respect them as footballers, they probably would have said no. And if they didn't become managers, they probably wouldn't even acknowledge them as a footballer.
Yeah, but he did. And he became one of the best ever, just like Wenger. So he's the kind of person that you would take criticism or or if you want some accolades and you got it from him, it would be better than Bob up the road who does a podcast about football.
Bob might know what he's talking about.
And he may do, but he won't get the same level of respect that Arsene Wenger gets, who's a professional manager, who's done it at the highest level.
Fair enough, but doesn't mean that validates that person's feelings. In terms of,
I'm not saying it
if Wenger
invalidates
and
him.
Bob know exactly the same, but Wenger's just got the status that Bob doesn't, and you respect Wenger's opinion and you don't respect Bob, it's cool, but you'd be wrong.
Yes,
You'd just be wrong. It's just like
but I'll give you something. To have knowledge of something and actually go through that thing, because the mentality that you need to become a football manager, to be the best manager, to live and breathe football, it is something that takes a lot. And Bob, who is a podcaster up the road, he hasn't gone through that madness because it is a madness.
I think you'd be better if you just actually brought it back to the realness and use that analogy with religion itself. Somebody's actually living in their faith and doing the works and thinking about things in a godly way before they act, and how they treat their spouse, the world, how they do their job. And you, that's just read the Bible but you don't believe anything, or read the Torah or whatever, but you don't believe anything. Who are you to judge this person? Because you ain't done nothing. You ain't done the works. So it's, what did they say about works with no faith or whatever? It was.
Yeah, faith without works is dead.
Yeah. So like, I am the faith and the work. I've got them both. You only got one. So you can't actually live my life. You can't walk in my shoes. I think that would probably be better because that makes more sense. It's harder to argue that one.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
No problemo.
All right. And on those notes of church, let's do our church notes on our good advice.
What are you laughing at, bro?
No, the way he done the segue there.
Church notes.
Let's start off with Simple Simon.
Oh, real quick. So what? This week I watched Weapons. I didn't realize how good that film was. It's a really good film. I enjoyed. And I also watched another one today called Takeout, which is a Tubi original, but it was really good. Really, really enjoyed that. I also read a book this week, and I've done the disservice of forgetting what the name of the author was, but the book is called The Present. Very, very short book. Kind of falls within the, what do they call that? The self-help category or whatever it is. Or self-help category and, I don't know. What do they call it? Self-help. Yeah, self-help. I think that is. So yeah, that's the present.
Self-development.
Yeah, self-development. That's it. Self-help and personal development. That's it.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's the book's called The Present. I read that. I chewed that book. It's very short. I finished it in like 3 hours. That's me trying to get my momentum back to try and get back into my reading.
All right.
As a way I can, so I hit that one up already. And then I watched another TV show called Tokyo Swindlers. It's really funny because it's 419 in Tokyo, basically.
All right.
Yeah, so it was pretty good. It's on Netflix, so you should be able to find it on there. It's called Tokyo Swindlers. Yeah, and that's about it.
Okay, Mr. Wolf.
You can catch me on Instagram and aka Mr. Wolf, on Twitter and aka _Mr. Wolf. I watched Wakanda. What's the thing?
Eyes of Wakanda.
Eyes of Wakanda. 4 episodes. Not bad.
Yeah,
right.
It's good.
Nice and short. 30-minute per episode. Yeah, it was good. So I watched that, and that is as much as I've done entertainment-wise on TV. Just watching Champions League, watching Liverpool lose in the Champions League, and almost enjoying a little bit the haters enjoy themselves because they've waited a while and we lost 2 games back to back, Liverpool, and
back to back,
and there's a few social media people that have really given me joy by their reactions when we win and our last minute wins. So seeing them get a little bit of joy watching us lose, and just hearing friends and family, and I was around a whole load of Arsenal fans last Saturday, and Liverpool lost to Crystal Palace, so they were very happy. So yeah, man. No.
Your defense is in trouble. Eddie and Ketia's in the room.
The bad thing is that we lost to Nottingham Forest at the same time, similar time last season, and I think we lost the Champions League game as well.
Then you went on to not lose again for a long time.
So we'll see. I mean, we're still not as balanced as I'd like us to be, but it is what it is. We'll see. we shall see. But yeah, have a good week, people. Weather's turning. Weather's not great, man. Be good to everybody, and get as much sleep as you can, and eat well. Do you know what though? The last 2 times this week, I've had egg and yam for the first time in ages. I have egg a lot. Like I have my scrambled egg. I'll make my egg Nigerian style. But egg and yam, the combination. Oh, it's a dream come true, bro. It's amazing. Nigerian egg and yam. Happy? Do you have eggs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Egg and yam, it's mad. You don't eat eggs, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah?
My mum might be coming for your machine, by the way.
I just made egg.
Is it?
Yes.
Sorry?
Sorry, Simple Simon's got a pounded yam machine, and my mum was just talking the other day that she wants proper pounded yam. She hadn't had it for so long. I said, Simple Simon's got a machine. She said, eh? I said, oh, yes. I said, yes.
Did you got a cake maker?
A cake maker?
One of them...
the bread maker?
No, the...
blenders?
The mixers?
Not a blender, a mixer, yeah.
Yeah, she's got one somewhere.
You can use that.
Nah.
I'm telling you,
not
it
with
works,
real, not with real yam. It has to be pounded.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it works.
Pounded.
Yeah, you boil your yam,
That's a bit pounded.
and then you put it in there, and then you mix it.
Yeah,
it works, bro. I've seen it. My sister does it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The new wave. I'm sure
Because the actual machine itself is designated purely for virgin. just for making
purely
pounded yam. You know, but if you actually have a really good blender, actually, you could actually do the same thing, bro. Just
my mom's hopefully listening to the end, so she'll hear that. Maybe she might bust the blender out.
No, mixer, not blender.
Mixer.
My missus got the Ninja mixer, a blender, sorry. I haven't used it once. We've had
Really?
it for about 6-7 months now. Still in the...
Some of those Ninja blenders and
obsessed.
mixers.
So what about this G?
She used the old blender that she had before.
The old, like some of them blenders at £25, they do the job. Though.
You know what? Yeah, this
the broken case is.
I'm telling you,
just
hold the top.
I just want you to know, yeah, all the people that's outside that's not Nigerian, right? There's certain appliances in the house that have to be replaced immediately, and blender is one of them. If your blender breaks, the Nigerian is going to go buy a blender straight away.
Yeah,
straight away,
immediately,
because it's used for so many different things. So that is one of the things.
I don't eat egg, I love egg. I just made egg today.
You don't eat egg? I love egg. I just made egg today.
No, he said you don't eat it. Like he said, I don't eat egg.
My son went to my mum's,
I like eggs.
and I go to him, so what did you eat? He said, Mum made me egg and yam, and that's what gave me the inspiration. And then he goes, yeah, grandma's egg is the best egg, Dad. I'm like, yeah.
You can't say that outside.
Why?
Because his mum just made him egg and he went to go
his mum will have her few dishes that he favors in it, but my mum's egg is amazing, but she makes like the banging okra stew. It's just mad.
His face. How many women don't like their mother-in-law because their child says their mother-in-law's food is better than their mum's?
He's not saying that though.
I'm not in your case, but there are women out there that have an issue with their mother-in-law. I'm not going to put it on their mum, but their mother-in-law. You've come and you've taken my child, and my child wants your food more than mine.
That's mad.
Taken my child?
As in...
Yeah, not taken, but...
Stepmom, you mean?
No.
Mother-in-law.
Grandma.
Oh, the mum that you've married, somebody else's...
The grandma of the child.
Yeah,
my mother-in-law is your
partner's mum.
Your ex-partner's mum.
Your child prefers your partner's mum's food over yours.
That's peak behavior, boy.
Yeah. But
it can happen though.
It happens a lot, man.
Grandma's foods are deep.
Grandma can usually chef it up.
That's not a grandmom. That's your mum now.
Yeah, but it's the kid's grandma.
Man. Sorry, finish with something.
How's that?
Yeah, because you might not be married to have your grandma. You might not be a grandma. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyways, it's funny.
Of course they're going to be the grandma.
But then it's not your mother-in-law.
Ex-mother-in-law.
It doesn't have to be ex-mother-in-law.
They're always going to be the grandma. Whatever.
Yeah, but you keep saying the mother. You only said the mother-in-law and then keep saying grandma. I'm like, they're not necessarily the same thing. Like you don't have to.
It's the same person.
Yeah, but do you understand what? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I don't get it. I'm lost completely.
Right. So if somebody's your mother-in-law, yeah, does not mean that they are somebody else's grandma. They could just be your mother-in-law, and if you have no children, like some people don't have any children.
The premise was the children, though. They take the children, your children.
But then you said that
their food more.
But then you said to me, "It's peak if you like your mother-in-law's food."
No, the child. Your child likes the mother.
But then I asked you, "Do you mean yourself?" And you said yes. So that's why I was.
No, maybe I misunderstood you. Then sorry. But everybody understood what I was talking about before that.
Are you sure? He said he was confused.
Yes.
He literally said he was confused.
You were confused about what you said?
Yeah, I was confused about what you said.
Okay. Well, you said to me, when I asked you, the exact words were,
let it go.
When you took what? You
Let
like
it
your
go.
mother-in-law's food. You said yes. So then that's why I said, well, what's that got to do with the grandchild?
My bad. I'll accept responsibility.
Oh, you should do.
Yeah. Live well, people. Live well. And eat well.
Fucking egg and yam causes problems. I don't eat egg.
You do eat egg?
Not the egg that he's talking about.
What? Nigerian egg?
I don't eat fried egg in any way, shape or form.
You eat boiled egg and you don't eat the yolk.
I eat some yolk, not all yolks.
What do you mean not
So
all
if
yolk?
I make 4 eggs or 5 eggs, I'll eat 2 yolks and 3 eggs with no yolk.
Alright.
You're like boiled egg?
Yeah. I only eat
Nah,
boiled
that
egg. So you don't eat boiled egg?
I'm not Ghanaian, bro.
So okay, so what do you have in Nigerian salad then?
Yeah, I don't have the egg.
But what did they put in Nigerian salad?
Well, it's a joke, bruv. I know that we have boiled egg, mate. Do you know what I'm saying?
Keep your bloody joke.
He's on one, mate. He's on one.
Egg. You know what I'm saying?
Your
When you do your
that's what I'm talking about when you bloody foreigners come in there stealing all the eggs.
Yeah, no.
I actually had that conversation yesterday with somebody. It was very interesting.
About eggs?
About the bloody foreigners.
You know what? Sometimes they look at you as a black person and just decide that you're not the foreigners that they're referring to, and this will be talking to you.
No,
about
it was a mixed race and a white, and they were cussing Eastern Europeans.
See?
And I was trying to back it, and I got drowned out. Nah, they're changing the things. I said, this is what people are saying about
you and yours.
about whatever. But it's like, no, they're changing the culture of the place.
Yeah.
Sure, law's coming.
But they're both left wingers. Go figure.
Trust me, everyone's just looking at society and making a decision that they're gonna be left behind because this world is being taken over by this person or that person or this thing or that thing and this, that, and that other. And if it's not the immigrants, it's the gays. If it's not the gays, it's the trans. If it's not the trans, it's the children. If it's not the children, it's the white women.
It's a lot of fighting, a lot of this stuff, and it's gonna spill over, man. It's like a Royal Rumble. I don't like you. I don't like your tribe. I don't like your culture. I don't like your color. I don't like your gender. I don't like anything about you. I don't like your LGBTQ 7X 7 Up. I don't like anything about you.
White power.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's spilling over, man. What's happening in America with Trump? And it's just like, let's put troops there. Let's get rid of. Let's sue the lawyers. Let's sue the newspapers. Let's get rid of it. It's just like if it can happen to America, boy.
It's just amazing. Anyway, Stavros Boss.
I am Stavros Boss. You can catch me at Stavros Boss on most social medias. My Stavros says this week is Dan Brown, The Secrets of Secrets. It's the new Robert Langdon book.
Oh, is it new? It's out. A new book.
Yeah, that's what I when I put it in the group, I thought I'd put the actual book in the group, but I got the book. I got the EPUB, but I tried to post it in the WhatsApp, but it just posted the words for some reason. But yeah, it's out. They only have it in hardback in it. So I went to the bookshop and they don't. It's how many months or a year before they put it in paperback. I don't want to buy this big tonks book. I don't know why they do that.
Okay, let me go pick it out.
So yeah, the secret Dan Brown, the new, the 5th in the series, I believe, of the Dan Brown books. And for those of you who are uninitiated, it's the Da Vinci Code was the biggest one. That's the one that blew it up. But what the name? The symbol, the Lost Symbol was one. Angels and Demons is another one.
Not even just the ones with Robert Langdon in it. There's all Dan Brown books are wicked.
I haven't read any of the other ones. I only do the Robert Langdon ones.
The other ones are wicked too.
But
Angels and Demons.
No, sorry. The Da Vinci Code made me just see architecture differently. I'll give it that one thing. So, and at the time, I was traveling around the places because Robert Langdon is a professor in these Dan Brown books, and basically it's all stuff based on symbols and religions and kind of stuff like that. But it's based in reality. He mixes a whole chunk of real things and spices it with a little bit of fantasy or a little bit of things that are half truths or these juju. Just this stuff. So then, I'm not going to spoil the Da Vinci Code, but basically it was based on a religious theory, and it launched a whole new way of people thinking about Christianity is something or another. It's a fantastic book. There's a film out there as well, so you can watch the film. But anyway, there's 4 of the books, and this is the 5th one. It's just been released a couple of weeks ago. So that's my services. I've only just started reading it, but if it's anything like the rest of them, it's fantastic. And like I said, with the architecture, he incorporates architecture because the person likes architecture in the books. So when I was in Barcelona, when I was in Paris, when I was in all these places in Greece, I was around these places as I was reading the books, and I was seeing the stuff like with certain who's the architect you were talking about in Spain? The famous architecture.
Galileo.
No, not architecture. The architect.
I have no idea.
He's got a lot of buildings in Spain where it's almost like they're melting and stuff. But I was there. I was on the tour bus watching the things as I was reading the book. It's like it was just. It's good anyways, but I can't remember the man's name. It's years ago I've read his books. But anyway, that's my Stavros says. Thank you for joining us. I'm not finishing, don't worry. But I'm just saying thank you for joining us over 15 years. I don't think this was a good episode for 15 years. I think we're all a bit tired, and I'm going to put it down to that. You spoke about the limp factor a couple of weeks ago when I wasn't here, and sometimes you don't perform as well as you usually do. You're like, sorry, this doesn't usually happen to me. And if you listen to us every week, you will know this doesn't usually happen every week. But yeah, so there you go. So thanks. It is 15 years, yes. October 2010. 15 years we restarted this thing. We were there first. Shout out Ray J.
One thing
I hit it.
That was shameless, man. That song.
Yeah, it was shameless, man. But one thing I want to touch on, it's completely different. I completely forgot to mention it during the podcast. Although it was Nigerian Independence Day on the 1st of October.
Yeah.
But one thing that people are starting to talk about a little bit more is what is actually happening in northern Nigeria. There's a lot of Christians who are getting massacred up there. I think it was mentioned on the podcast a few weeks ago.
I mentioned something last week about the woman being burned Sharia law style for blasphemy.
So yeah, it's I know that me and I think Big Wall had a little chat or a little debate on it on one of the previous episodes, but it is definitely I wouldn't call it a genocide, but that's what they're proclaiming it to be. But yeah, there's a madness going on up there, and it is very much a number of Nigerian Christians who are getting murdered by Muslims up there. Whether you want to call them Muslims or what their ethos or whatever it is, that's actually what's going on. And more people are talking about it now. I saw a footballer talking about it, or former football player talk about it online. And I was like, what do you know about that? And it seems like it's growing a little bit more traction, and I think that people need to know more about it. And I think that we need to read up on it a little bit more and talk about it a little bit more, and maybe we'll touch on it on some upcoming episodes. So yeah, to the people in northern Nigeria, we're thinking about you.
If you see any articles or whatever, dump it in the group. I will do the same if I see any articles about it, so we can read up.
No doubt.
I found the name of this person, by the way.
What person?
The Nigerian pundit is Edem
Onua.
Yeah.
Didn't Big Wall I show you? I'm sorry.
No, you showed me.
No, so that's the dude I was talking about.
Edem Onua.
Is he not starting with an N?
Nedem Onua.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how you pronounce it, so sorry.
He used to play for Man City. He was a centre back. I think he even won the league.
He's very good.
Yeah, he's good.
He's on point.
You done?
Yes, sir.
At Big Wahala Insta, at Big Wahala on Twitter. What is good, people? I watched a film called Urchin this week. It was the secret showing that came on Cinema this week, and I want to, before I want to give a review. It's and I want to take a person on Twitter and use exactly their wording as my review.
Okay.
Absolutely terrible. So many people walked out, and I really wish I joined them. Kept hoping it would get better, but it didn't. Completely unlikable character, totally pointless story, and some nonsense thrown in for good measure. And that is exactly the film.
And some nonsense
thrown in for good measure. That is how I perceive the film. Exactly. That is the most accurate review.
What was the nonsense?
What's the name of the film again?
Urchin.
Urchin?
Yes. It's about a homeless guy who's actually in Hackney as well. And his life, if you want to put it that way.
Okay.
I saw a billboard on the film that you suggested last week.
I swear.
And it just had 5 stars, 5 stars.
I swear it was brilliant. I should have known that this. In fact, I knew it was going to be this film. It's like I just thought to myself, maybe they might do something different, because as soon as stuff said it was the British Film Awards, and I was thinking, that's why they're releasing a lot of these secret showings, because it's probably British films that they're just releasing to show to the masses to allow them to get the reviews. Urchin's getting good reviews, but it's a terrible film. It's rubbish. Don't watch it. Terrible film. Sorry to take this back to another serious note. In fact, can you lower the music down even? On a serious note still. So, do you remember the young boy that got jailed for in Dubai for sleeping with the 17-year-old girl?
Yeah.
That's not 18.
Yeah, I just heard about that.
Unfortunately, he has passed away today in a road accident.
Oh, man.
Jeez. So, I just want to say...
Is that true?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Just want to say rest in peace to Marcus Fakana.
Wow.
I don't know what was happening. I don't know. Apparently he was I'm seeing bits and bobs there that he was in a car chase. He wasn't the driver. Somebody else was the driver or something like that. But he passed away in an accident. I don't even know what these people's parents must be going through. The boy had just come out of jail. I don't know how many months ago. And now he's passed away. So just want to say a rest in peace to Marcus Fakana, sorry. And condolences to your parents that's, having to deal with this yet another situation involving this poor boy whose life seemed to have just taken a drastic turn since he was 18 years of age. But yeah, obviously I thought I'd just say this now before we get to the next episode this day, so why not say it, if that makes sense. So yeah, rest in peace. And that's that. Okay. On that note, this is episode
532.
15 years in the making of ESN podcast.
Deep in the trenches.
Yeah. This young man was 3 when we started. From what I can believe, or 3 or 4 when we started. It's been a long time since we've been doing this. And it's very sad that sometimes we have to be outside news. It's one of those times that we had to do that. But yeah, again, condolences. Hashtag ESN podcast if you want to contact us on social media. At ESN podcast if you want to get in contact with us on social media stuff. Again, at esnpodcast@gmail.com if you want to email us.
Tell them.
And yeah, thank you very much for listening to us. That's it.
Remember, if you ain't saying nothing, say it well.
Slag for life.